Following the post by Mr. Leong on the 12th of February, our volunteers spoke with the couple to find out what had happened, because we know the couple and that we had been helping them consistently, and that what Mr. Leong had put out contained falsehoods. The couple told our volunteers that they were surprised to find Mr. Leong at the door on the 12th of February because they had neither approached the PSP nor Mr. Leong about their situation. Instead, they had said that they had actually written to Mr. Pritam Singh 4 years ago in 2020. Then there was no response from the WP nor Mr. Pritam Singh. Meanwhile, during these years, MSF and other government agencies had been helping the couple, and the extent of the help provided was set out in the MSF statement issued on the 15th of February. Now, the couple said that on the 11th of February, 4 years after they had wrote to Mr. Singh, they received a call from him. Mr. Singh spoke about the couple getting in touch with him 4 years ago, and he told the couple that someone would visit them. Then, 1 day later, on the 12th of February, Mr. Leong Man Wai went to visit the couple. The couple told us they were told that Mr. Singh had informed Mr. Leong regarding the email that Mr. Singh had received 4 years ago. As to why Mr. Singh did not do anything for 4 years, and why he then chose to speak with Mr. Leong, and whether Mr. Singh knew or agreed with Mr. Leong that this matter will be highlighted on social media just 4 days before the budget statement was due to be delivered on the 16th of February. That is not clear to us. I don't know what Mr. Singh was trying to do, and I make no specific comment on his motivations. But I'm sure he and everyone in this chamber here will agree with me that people, especially the vulnerable ones that we serve, and their plights should not be politicized. Instead, there must be a sincere intent to help. It is an old art in politics. Highlight one case, hopefully get attention, color perceptions, make people think negative thoughts about the government as a whole. Interesting that this happened a few days just before the delivery of the budget statement on the 16th of February. Perhaps to try to make people think that the government does not help those who need help. But whether there's anyone's motivation, I don't know, and I can't make a statement on that.
Indeed, there was a letter sent by someone who hadn't left their address. I wasn't aware of. I get various letters all the time. I picked up that letter as I was clearing up my files in my office, and this resident had made certain statements. I don't wish to reveal them here because I haven't cleared these matters with that resident, and I was just checking in on them to say, look, are things better now? That resident gave some feedback about still being in difficulty. I asked for the address. Since the address was not on the letter, I realized that it was in an area where Mr. Leong and his party are active. So I said, look, have you seen your SSO? And, or at least gone to the SSO? The couple said, no, because we can't. I am blind. And the wife said, and the gentleman said that his wife was immobile. For that reason, then I got in touch with Mr. Leong. I said, look, if your team is visiting, you may want to find out and follow up. And for the record, maybe SPS knows this, I received similar feedback from my own residents about trouble that some other people may be facing in a different constituency. And he would have had knowledge of an email then I sent to SSO, telling them, centrally, to MSF, I beg your pardon, telling them, look, I've got this information. Can you please follow up with this resident who does not stay in any constituency which the WP are involved in. So I hope the MSF acknowledges that in this House, that this is how the WP operates as well. It's not a case of trying to, and by the way, I did not know how Mr. Leong Man Wai followed up after that. But certainly when we know of residents who are in trouble, who are in need, who are in difficulty, it is not in the Workers' Party's interest to go online and to point fingers at government agencies, point fingers at organizations like SSO for no rhyme or reason.
I think we set out to seek the facts. And the questions we asked were whether Mr. Singh did alert Mr. Leong to the couple's situation, and second, why Mr. Singh waited for 4 years to do so. No disagreement with the process that has been in place all this while, right? And we are definitely not saying that WP and Mr. Singh is going out there on social media platforms to point fingers at the government. But I think the original first two questions were not answered. And I just want to round back to a point that I made earlier about not using the vulnerable ones in our community as Trojan horses, as pawns, or as chess pieces. Because every time I go on night walks, every time I visit my residents in the rental flat families, I mean, the situation, the specifics of their situations already pains me. And for us to add further stress to their situation by subjecting them to such situations, it is neither good faith, nor does it do any good for the actual situations.